Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Look forward to a new week. Hope it's going to give you everything that you hope for. Right. So, before we get started, if you have popped along here on the live, I'm not sure about the replay, but certainly on lives, up above the video or the invite, I think it's up above. StreamYard have put a thing saying, please accept that we're going to show who you are. Please click that because then when you come in here, I know who you are and go, hi, Fred. Uh, as long as your name's Fred, of course. Otherwise, you just come up as a blank avatar. And if you leave a comment or anything, I don't know who you are. So please, please, please press that just so we can say hello to you. Right. So Friday I spoke about coming on here and I do the little PJ's tips. I do them every weekday, about 3 times a day. I do them. They go out on TikTok and they go out on Instagram. And they sometimes go on my Facebook story, but they won't automate going there. So I need to physically find the time to pop them in. So they don't always go in, but they go out on TikTok, they go out on Instagram, and they go out on Twitter. Okay, and what I said on Friday was, I would come on and we'd start today, and would start doing going more in depth on each of them. Okay, and they're great tips, and I'm going to credit this guy again. I credited him on Friday. I want to credit him again. It's Nigel Cumberland, and he wrote this book, 100 Things Successful People Do. Okay, little exercises for successful living. I've read this over and over again. I get something out of it every single time. They're 2 pages long. It's got the write up and then it's got the put it into action, what to do. It's a great book, this, guys. I'd recommend it, honestly. I really would. It gives you a little bit of inspiration when you need it, without having to read paragraphs and loads of chapters and stuff like that. It's a short, sweet book, right? Get the job done. So, today we are talking, and by the way, we are streaming at the moment in YouTube on Prospecting with Pete channel, on my Prospecting with Pete channel, Facebook channel, and we're also on my timeline. Woo! So I meant to be in Twitter somewhere along the line, but I mucked that up. So anyway, so here I am. Let's talk about following your dreams. Follow your dream. There's a little sing-song introduction for you. See, we only the best quality here. We've got all the things here. Got top sound, top lighting, top singers, dancers. We got it all. You can have a ball, guys. You can have a ball. Okay. So follow your dreams. Do you know what? People frown at you, especially people who aren't into networking or entrepreneurs or aren't driven people. I'm talking about sort of people who get up against a brick wall. Well, they get up against an obstacle and it suddenly becomes a solid brick wall they can't get through. Those sort of people laugh at you when you talk about dreams. But the truth is, and here is the truth, guys, everybody has got dreams because dreams turn into goals. And when you dream, and it is a thin dividing line sometimes between a fantasy and a dream. But then I was thinking about this, as a small kid, you fantasize about flying in a suit or something like that. And back then, as a small kid, it would have been, oh, you're dreaming. That's what they said, wasn't it? Because it was a fantasy that you wanted to be Superman or something like that. Well, guys, now you can put a suit on and you can fly. So a lot of things, that we believe are fantasy can evolve into reality. And I think in this day and age, with technology the way it is and the way we see things moving so quickly, that back in those days, back in my days when I was a boy, it literally was, don't be so stupid, you can't fly. Don't be so stupid, you can't do this, you can't. You'll never send man to the moon was the first thing. Then they did. Then now it's send man to Mars. Well, it's going to happen, isn't it, guys? We've got there. We haven't actually landed or anything like that, or we personally got on there. As a person hasn't got on there. But all these things that back then. But now, if you said something like that, it wouldn't seem so strange. You'd go, yeah, that can probably happen. So it makes it easier. Effectively, is where I'm going with this one, guys. Because once upon a time, a fantasy, given technology in the time, realistically, was going to be a fantasy. Okay, so now it's nearer a dream. So dreams and fantasies ain't that far apart because they can become reality. So you need the dreams to become successful. You can't if you haven't got a dream, and a dream doesn't have to be something you go, oh, I woke up, had a dream about being able to fly. I want to do that. That is a dream is something you've got a passion for. A dream is something you would so like to fulfill in your life. Whether it be moving house. My sister just moved down to Devon. That was a dream of hers after the dream about moving to France and everywhere else. But you know, we all have those dreams. But she had dreamed of moving somewhere different, and she ended up in Devon. So she's fulfilled one of her dreams. Now, if people looked at me and I said, you know, you listen to me now going, oh, you've got to fulfill your dreams. The guy's a fruitcake. He's talking about making loads of money. He's talking about being the next Richard Branson. He's talking about, no, guys, it doesn't matter. They're my dreams. Okay, whatever my dream is, and they're not that powerful at the moment. Well, yeah, sure, I would like to be up there, but I've got smaller ones. But they're still my dreams. I didn't laugh at you when you said you wanted to move, did I? I didn't laugh at you when you said you wanted to, you know, own a Lamborghini. Even though you're on cleaner's wages or whatever, because it was your dream. And you look what you did. You worked hard and you got it, guys. Everyone's got different dreams, and you have to accept they might not be in line with your reality of dreams. So you've got to have a dream. If you haven't got a dream, you haven't got a goal because you've got nothing to aim for. Okay, and if you're aiming, you're never going to hit the target, are you? You know, if you're a marksman and they never gave you the eyesight that lined things up for you, you didn't like work out the the horizon and all that sort of thing, and you think, oh, I mean, let's face it, a lot of people who faced firing squad would be here still now, wouldn't they? If that was the case. It's not, you become, what's the word? It's a goal. It's something that you're going to work at to get there. Okay, I can't remember what I was saying now, but basically, you're going to don't miss the target. So we need to have a goal. A goal is something. A footballer has a goal. Everyone, you've got to have a goal of some sort. Okay, I personally don't like football. Okay, I'm not a fan of football. I'm not a footballer. Okay, I don't watch it. I don't follow it. But a footballer, his goal is to be the best person at getting that ball either from the back to the front to the guy at the front who's going to get it in the goal, or one of those guys that's going to take that journey all the way along and power that into the back of the net eventually. Okay, so that's their goal. Now they may not have ever thought about doing something I want to do. I'd love to sail the world. I'd love to sail the world. Okay, they probably never thought of that. And they have the means to do it with the money they're earning now. But they never thought, so it's not a dream of theirs. It's not a goal to have done that. It will always be a goal of mine. Okay. In fact, if I die and haven't done it, just throw me coffin on the water and I'll bob around by myself because I will get there. So, guys, and then when you've got a goal and you're actually doing something, you're taking the steps it takes to get to that goal, then you're getting nearer to achieving that goal. And you don't have to be massive steps. I've taken little steps in my lifetime, and I am one of these people, actually. I never sat at school going, do you know what? I've got to get all the exams I can. I've got to pile them all in. I've got to get great grades at them because one day I'm going to do something that I need them for, but I don't know what that is. No. When I was at school, my attitude was, I'm going to get what I need because I know where I'm going. I know exactly where I'm going. Okay. I knew at a very young age, because I had a passion about water, I still do. I wanted to be in the Royal Navy. I found out I was colourblind when I was very young, and that prevented me. And I went to try and get in when I was at school into the Royal Navy. I tried 3 times to cheat my way in by trying to remember the colours, little dots and everything, whatever they call it, that you do in the test. And I couldn't. And 3 times I was told, sorry, Peter, you cannot get in the Royal Navy. You never will because you are colourblind. That, of course, has changed now. Not the colour blindness, but getting to the Royal Navy with colour blindness. Okay, so straight away I said, right, well, I suppose in my mind, why do I trust anybody now? The one thing I wanted, my heart was set on doing, and the one organisation that I believed in let me down. So my mindset was, I'm going to get what I need because I'm going to work for myself. I'm going to do, and I knew I was going to work for myself. I knew it from a young age. I never had any inspirations about, if you asked me who I wanted to work for, I never said to you, I want to go and work for Rolls Royce or I want to go. I never ever had anything in my head, apart from the Royal Navy, that said I want to go and work for that company. I want to do this. I want to be an architect. I want to be a mechanic. Nothing in my head ever said that to me, ever. I just knew that I was going to find where I wanted to go, and that happened to be sales, which is what I like doing, and online, offline, whatever. But I knew it, so I decided I was going to get what I need, and I took little steps. Okay, I've never tried to go bush. I tried to take little steps and move forward all the time. Okay, and so that's what you've got to do, and then those little steps, those goals will get same dream guys that you might be turned into a goal that then you're taking steps towards, and eventually you'll achieve those little things. And it might be something stupid like you get your first online sale or your first person joins your team, and there might be tiny little steps that are sort of insignificant to somebody who's been in the business for years and whatever. But I'm telling you now, they were never ever, it might be insignificant in their world now with all their reps under them and all their customers, but they would never forget that time. Okay. People who get there never forget the little steps. It's not when you get there, oh, look how big I am. It's the little steps you take along the way that will matter so much for you. So basically, have your dreams. Have a dream. Put it into reality by setting a goal. What do you need to do to achieve that dream? If you want, look, I sailed across. Here's an example. I sailed across to Holland. Okay, now I'd never sailed a boat that far before, ever. And I got a crew of two who were both inexperienced. Had to train them. Okay, but the steps I put in place before I ever took that journey was getting those people to train them before we left, not go on the day, go, well, let's go, here's how we do this. It was to train those people about the boat, about the journey, about the navigation, about the things that we would need to do to get that boat across the water to Holland, across the North Sea to Holland, okay? And some people have sailed the world. That is nothing, but to me it was big. Still is in my life. But first big venture I made on a boat across water, and so basically, we took those little steps along the way. We didn't just go, right, we know what we do. We kept practicing. We kept putting those things into place. Kept putting out, charting our course on where had we been, where were we going on the chart. Kept tweaking things, kept doing things, kept tweaking the sails. Sails up, sails down. Put them away, get the other sail out. All this sort of thing that went on, guys. Yeah, and so even down to, what do we need to take to eat? What will we eat? What happens if something goes wrong? We're stuck out there. How do we, all these things, these were all little steps that I took to achieving that goal. And we set off. And guess what, guys? We achieved that goal. And hey, listen, we had things go wrong. We lost all our electrics in the middle of the night. What else happened? We had someone go down with seasickness at the beginning of the journey. So we effectively went over with a two-man crew, not a three-man crew. We had no electric, so we had no radio. We had a load of batteries we'd bought. No, my other half had bought us loads of batteries in case we lost our electric, so we had backup for the radios and that. And they didn't work. They were out in Poundland, a big bag of them, and we had to keep putting them in every two. Hello, yep. But guys, we had the big bag of batteries. We planned in case the electrics went down, so we did have some sort of communication, albeit short blasts. Okay, we had things that we could do, so we had a way of overcoming any obstacles that were thrown at us, and we got obstacles thrown at us. And we flew, when we got to Holland, we flew the other person back who had seasick, so we came back with a two-man crew, and we went through fog, we went through storms, we went through hot weather, we went through everything, guys. We had, of course, fixed all the electrics by then. So the way there had obstacles, the way back had obstacles, but we planned, and each little step, and we overcame them as they came along. And the big picture of the whole thing was that we succeeded in going to Holland and having a great time over there with a great bunch of people, and succeeded, better still, in getting back. Okay, so guys, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, and so you've got to have your dream. You can't have a goal otherwise, can you? How can you have a goal? A dream. When I say dream, a dream can be so much as a I want to make this presentation look good. I want to paint that house to look nice when I paint it. So these are the dreams of what do we want? What do we envision from what we're about to do? Okay, then is it important enough that we make a goal to do that? And then when you've got the goal, you have to have the little steps and plan them. Just don't go with your paintbrush, want the house to look nice, go. No. We get out the dust sheets. We mask off the windows. We do all these things in preparation to ensure that house looks nice when we've done our job. Okay, guys. So listen, I hope this has been a little bit of an insight. If you got value from this, please give me a comment. Give me the old thumbs up now, old hat with Facebook and that. We need to do a love heart. Or a smiley face, anything but an angry face, guys. We don't like angry faces, okay? So just let us know that you popped in on the replay and that you enjoyed it. Which bit you liked? Is there anything else you would like me to go over? And tomorrow, about the same time, between 12 and 1, somewhere between 12 and 1. I've got a cold, by the way, guys, so excuse my sniffling. We're going to go and talk about the next top tip in a bit more depth, and that is to ask for help. Really important, guys. We don't know everything, okay? And sometimes we do know something, but we need to be reassured that we're thinking right. So ask for help. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. And please, you'll see the little. Will I point the? Oh, look, I need good. Right. Subscribe wherever you're watching. Give us a thumbs up or a love heart if you got the love hearts. If you're on YouTube, just give it a thumbs up. That's all I do. Give us whatever. Give us a share. That would be great. If you think there'd be a value to anyone, and subscribe to the channel wherever you're off. Either notifications on to get notifications. Subscribe if you're on YouTube or whatever. And above all, tell your family, your friends, your dog, your cat, your colleagues, your work, your team, everyone. Pop along and support me, guys, because it's a long journey. I've only got 100 of these to do. So good luck enjoying that with me. And I will see you tomorrow, somewhere between 12 and 1. Keep your eyes peeled. Cheers, guys. See you later.